Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com, and it's Thursday, April 23rd. Okay, I'm going to talk about stuff that nobody talks about. Steel. Everybody's all lathered up about, the different stocks of companies' earnings that have announced earnings, Starbucks, Google, Amazon, stuff like that, as well as Apple, which is going to report earnings on Tuesday. But look at steel. Okay, look at the steel index. This has been you'll hear about all this next week because, and I guarantee you will, because these companies, which I'm going to cover, are all reporting earnings on the 28th. That is next Tuesday, and I think I misspoke. Apple reports earnings on after the market closes on Monday afternoon. But so all these companies report earnings on the 28th on Tuesday, but look at this setup on these stocks. These are really, really nice trade ideas, good potential trades here. Look at U.S. Steel. Okay, the company, look, it's steel. They've been absolutely taking it in the shorts, by the shorts, on a big move down. But since with this higher low, the stock has moved up quite a bit, but it's off of its recent highs. So this is a nice little tight consolidation with support at about 25. Look at the others. Cliffs Natural Resources, supported about $5. This is close to breaking out. These are stocks that I would make an argument that they have, as I say, tongue-in-cheek, gone down enough. And the reason I say that tongue-in-cheek is because who am I, who is anybody to say when a stock has gone down enough? But you look at this, Cliffs Natural Resources, 47% of the float is short. 47%. That's a pretty big short interest. If I was a betting man, and I just probably will bet, if I was a betting man, I would look for this stock to pop to the upside, almost irrespective of what earnings are, just because of the high short interest. Now, AK Steel, let's take a look at that. Short interest is not quite so high. Only a third of those shares are short. So these, and this is another one where it looks like it's in a nice basing pattern. You're going to hear about the economic recovery is kind of slow and all that kind of jazz. But you look at these stocks and they look poised to move up after earnings. Same thing with U.S. Steel. So look at U.S. Steel, Cliffs Natural Resources, and AK Steel. Look at these stocks as you anticipate what you're going to do next week. Consider buying these stocks. Don't buy all of them. You're not diversified. But consider taking a position in these stocks before earnings are reported, if only because the short interest is so high. And remember what happened to Angie's List. Really, really high short interest. I think the company actually made money. Wow. And then the stock popped and then promptly sold off for the rest of the day. So when you look at AK Steel, when you look at Cliffs, when you look at U.S. Steel, you don't ask yourself where will the stock be on Wednesday. You ask yourself, where is the stock going to be immediately after earnings? And is this a stock then that pops and I can sell into it and make a nice profit? So anyway, that's it. Members, I'm going to be talking about some of these stocks that have that reported earnings. So I want you to get over to the strategy session right now.